Tuesday, May 16th, 2017, Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. So I'd like to talk about gold and silver, the technical picture. I'm going to look at a few charts. The precious metals are starting to look interesting. And I also want to talk about the cryptocurrencies. There's some subscribers or viewers who have asked me, where can I buy Bitcoin in the UK? I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to also talk about Steemit.com, Steemit.com. It's a cryptocurrency, and it's also like a social media website, Steemit.com, where you can post anything you like content, or you can write and post stuff there, and you get paid Steem dollars or Steem. There's two different currencies on Steemit. They're transferable one into another. You need to read into what Steem is and the Steem dollar is. But yeah, I've been posting since August last year on Steemit.com. I've got quite a few followers, and I'm starting to earn Steem dollars and Steem. And I've been able to even sell some of that or transfer some of that into Bitcoin through an exchange. So it's a really interesting platform. I think it could be the future, especially with YouTube censoring a lot of the alternative space, like me and other people. A lot of subjects now. I hardly get any ad revenue. So yeah, with Steem, it's working quite well, and I've noticed there's more and more people using Steemit.com. So I'll put some links below this video about Steemit, and you can look into it. You can view my videos also on Steemit.com. You go at Monaco64 on Steemit. You don't have to go to YouTube to watch my videos if you don't want to. So first of all, I'm gonna just have a quick rundown on the markets here. It's almost 7 p.m. London time, a little later on today. Not an early market update. It's good to change, things. So right now, as I speak, after the regular session close on COMEX, gold is trading quite well, $1237.50, up $7.25. So almost up 2/3%. Low's been $12.30, high $12.39. Silver doing very well as well, right near the highs here at $16.77, up 15 cents or almost 1%. So precious metals doing quite well. Silver leading the way a little bit here. And I want to look at some charts here. That trend line I've spoken about many times is a trend line coming from the high in 2011 in gold around 1921 and the high in 2012 around 1800. On the weekly chart here, you can see here the trend line. This is a really kind of line in the sand, and this is a weekly chart. You can see last week the bottom was around 1214, and it looks like gold is trying to make a bottom here. You can see that we've held that 1200 level for now. That trend line again seems to be really important. We're either gonna test it and break out quite strongly, in my opinion, or we're gonna test it again, and if it fails, unfortunately, we're probably gonna come and retest 1200. It's looking pretty good right now, but I think this trend line is the one we all need to watch. I think it's around 1250 right now. So I'll bring up a more short-term chart so you can have a better idea of the short-term picture in gold. You can see that trend line is now still there on the daily chart, and it looks like it's around 1250 right now, and it's getting lower as time goes by. The trend from December last year, as you can see, you know, we broke below that channel. We need to get above that channel, and if we get above that channel, it looks like we'll be above that all-important longer-term trend line. It looks to me, though, that it looks like we could have made a bottom, you know, last week, or you know, about 10 days ago. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about a week ago. Looks like we could have made a bottom there at 12.14 in gold. We didn't break the low from March, which was around 11.95. So it's looking encouraging, gold at the moment. And now I'll have a quick look at a silver chart. This is a daily chart in silver. So here we go. Silver, you know, had that period from late, you know, mid-April to the beginning of May, where it went down like, you know, from 1850 almost down to 16. And it looks like now we're trying to test, if you look at it, you know, like the high in the beginning of March and the high in mid-April, that's like a double top. And we broke the midpoint there. That was the, you know, the low in mid-March, which was around 1682. And it looks like we're trying to get back above 1682. So that's the key level there, 1682. If we get back up above 17, even better. So silver not looking too bad, but you can see as well, if you go back all the way to December 2015, there's a low below $14. The low in December 2016 was just below $16. And we stayed above that low, you know, in the beginning of May, and that's quite positive. So we really need to get back above 1682 and 17 in silver. So as you can see, that long-term trend line in gold is really important, and I think it's coming around 1250 right now in the next few days, and we're not that far, I guess, from the all-time this year's high around 1294. And as you know, I've had some viewers also say, well, gold is not doing very well in pounds. Yes, I appreciate that. We've come below 1,000 pounds. The other factor as well that's hasn't helped the price of gold in pounds is that the pound has rallied quite strongly since Prime Minister May announced the snap election. So there's a bit of, you know, weakness in gold in dollar terms and the pound rebounding. But I still think, you know, longer term, you need to be your own central bank. You need to have physical gold and silver. Paper gold or paper silver might be good for traders to speculate and try to make you know, profits trading, but as financial insurance, the only thing that you can really insure yourself with is physical gold. This is a 50-gram bar, and physical silver, you know, $half, quarters, 1964 quarters or pre-1964 quarters. These are the only, you know, physical metal, no counterparty risk. So if that's the only insurance, you know, ETFs, futures, betting, you know, spread betting, these are just bets. They're not insurance. You know, your broker or your bank could go bust and you're left holding the bag with nothing. So, but it's always interesting, in my opinion. Some people think that the markets are controlled to some extent, but they can't control it all the time. And I think it's still important to look at technicals even in gold and silver. So, a little bit about Bitcoin for my UK viewers. The easiest way I found in the UK to get Bitcoin in the beginning, because right now I'm making Bitcoin through Steemit, so I'm earning it. I don't have to sell British pounds and buy Bitcoin. but there's a good site that I have used in the past. It's called bitbargain.co.uk. You can get Bitcoin there through on this website through your UK bank. You do have to sign in and register and send documents, like maybe ID, driving license or a passport. You do need to do that. The other alternative is to Google Bitcoin ATM near me. If you happen to be in London, you do Bitcoin ATM London, and there's 3 or 4 Bitcoin ATMs in London where you can go to and buy Bitcoin. I would call them before, because it's usually in the little shop. I would give them a phone call and ask them what the procedure is. So yeah, just Google Bitcoin ATM in London or Bitcoin ATM near me. And if you want to buy it through the net, if you want to use something besides bitbargain.co.uk, just Google as well how to buy Bitcoin in the UK. That's the way, there's probably many other ways to do it, but that's the way I've done it. These things change. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, share it far and wide, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And if you'd like to make a donation, there's some links below in the description. If you want to watch my videos through Steemit, I'll put the link below in the description. Take care. Bye.